Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We left St. Louis. Finally.
Hey, there's the arch.
Hey, there it is.
There goes the arch.
There it goes.
Away we go traveling.
We were there forever.
3.5 months.
Close enough. we had a blast. It was great. We thought we'd give you a little bit of an update about our road trip. We were able to pack up whatever day it was last week. And then we packed up our stuff, packed up Molly.
Molly.
Yay. And then we headed north and we got on the highway and headed up to see some of our friends to live in a really cool city called Utica, Illinois, which is just outside of Chicago. Might be a suburb, might be a little too far to call a suburb, but it's kind of in the Chicagoland area. But we had planned on stopping in Utica and seeing them overnight. So we didn't have a whole lot of time there. It's not a very big town.
It's a small town.
We saw most of it, but it was really fun.
It was really fun, and our friends, wonderful friends, invited us to stay with them because they were very excited to show us their amazing small town.
Yeah.
And it was really, honestly, it was so wonderful. I expected it to be good, and it was great.
Yeah, it was super cute. They have a main street, kind of an old-timey main street. And the railroad used to run through there. So it's one of those types of towns where the railroad runs through, and then there was a set of shops and stores and restaurants and things on both sides of the street. So we were able to pop in and out of all those little places and take a look at their main street and what they had.
And it's walkable too. Between that main street, it's about a block. They shut that down to car traffic, and it's only for walking. There are tables you can sit and enjoy and go to the shops and have your cocktails or have your dinner, and it's really beautiful. Yeah. Really nice.
It was cool. We are unfortunately there during the weekend. I think looking at the signs and some of the things I saw, it looks like that town kind of lights up on the weekends. I think they get a lot of outside tourists because of the state park there, which we'll talk about in a second. On the weekends, there's a brewery that's around the corner that looked really, really cool. That wasn't open because we were there during the week, and the little market you went to. Yeah,
so my friend and I went to Market on Mill, the block that's shut off to pedestrian traffic with all the restaurants and things. And at the end of that block is what looks like it used to be a parking lot, but they put these cute little tiny houses on it, and each one of those is its own store and its own shop owner, and each one had this great little selection of crafts and locally made things or whatever variety of shop. Really, really amazing. And what a great idea. What a fantastic use of public space.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. And then she and I also went over to the Utica Town Hall. They have a gift shop in there that's all things made in Illinois, or they try to do specifically local within a kind of a blast radius of Utica, local craftspeople and artisans. So we had a good time in there. They kind of embraced their connection, being that it's Illinois, to President Lincoln, which was really fun. We had a really good time.
And then from there, I think once we saw most of the downtown, as I mentioned, there's a state park, Starved Rock State Park.
Yeah.
Is right nearby, so we went into the park. We were going to do a hike, but I think it was about 150 degrees that day.
It was a heat wave.
So we declined to do a hike. We did, drive into the park and walked around a little bit, kind of around where you would start a hike.
Yeah.
Looked over some of the bridges. We could see some of the hiking trails and the way the forest was. If you ever get a chance to go through Starved Rock, it's absolutely beautiful. So up there and saw, Starved Rock. So really, really cool area. So we had a blast. It was really fun. I would never have thought, kind of driving from St. Louis that we would stop there. That would, like, all the places we could pick in Chicagoland area, but it was really fun. We had a great time in Utica.
Really, really fun. Yeah, and the state park had the lodge where there was a restaurant, a bar, and a hotel piece to that.
Yep.
So there's a whole tourist attraction there that we didn't know existed either in the state park.
Yep.
But yeah, Utica was, our friends, like I said, were very excited to show us their town, and it checked out.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was really fun.
And then we packed up the next day and rolled on to Michigan. So
yeah,
here we go. We wanted to share a little bit of a stopover with you, and we'll see you next time.
Happy traveling.
Jam on.
Jam on. Left is.
I got it. I'll answer it.
Welcome to Michigan.
Welcome to Michigan.